Bomb Squad's in the building, y'all. You know what it is. It's a classic Thursday, and we got the best for you as it goes right here on Power 88. I'm going to let you know something right now. We got a bomb show set up for you. That's why we call it the Bomb Squad. We got a bomb show set up for you today. We got Mr. Bubba Knight and a lot of the people from the Broadway in the Hood is putting on a great play over at the Smith Center. You're going to want to stay locked in for that. And just because Bubba Knight's coming through as well, we're going to have Gladys Knight in the Pips at the top 5 at 5.
Sam, the prophet.
Jericho.
Yes, sir.
Make sure the cell phones are silent.
Yeah. What you want us to call you?
The People Station.
Whatever you like.
What's your handle?
Whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Oh, man. BTims.
Power 88, the People Station, is classic. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Hold on, y'all don't even know what's going on. Good God! Wait, hold on, wait a minute, Mr. Knight, you can't do that up in here. It's going on in the studio on Power 88, y'all.
What?
He heard his music and just took off.
Hey, you know it's automatic.
Were those pit moves?
I've been doing it so long, it's automatic.
Good
It's
God.
like an old drunk boxer. Wait a minute. It's like a drunk boxer. When the bell rings, they go to punching people.
I never seen that before. This is the best interview, and we ain't even said nothing yet. Best interview I ever done. Listen, y'all, we got the cast from Broadway in the Hood in the building right now, and this week they're gonna be putting on the play called From Broadway with Love, the show honoring the shoulders we stand on.
Yeah.
We got some nice young men in the building. They came down. So one of the brothers all the way from Canada, man. You guys introduce yourselves to the Las Vegas listening audience.
What's going on, Las Vegas? I'm Samuel Provo, all the way from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Nova Scotia.
Yes, I'm Jericho Michaela. I'm one of the original Broadway in the Hood members. Been here since day one.
Okay. And
I'm Bubba Knight. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Original Grady baby.
yes.
Yeah.
Grady Hospital
Yeah.
is in the building,
And
y'all.
a member, an original member of Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Now, I want to start off with you because, of course, you are a celebrity. What made you get involved with this play? What made you get involved with this whole production?
Oh, because I love what Tori Russell is doing for the community and for all the young people and some of the seniors as well. He provides a platform for people to get educated and have an opportunity to share their talents and things like that. And so I'm all for Tori and for what he does with Broadway in the Hood.
Okay.
Because he's making a powerful, positive difference in the community.
Beautiful.
So I'm there. I'm giving back.
And so many others are there too as well. We have a lot of just a star-studded cast with this whole play. Now, Sam, give the public a little bit about what the play is about, what's going to be going on with the play, it's the tribute, and explain a little bit what you guys are going to be doing.
Well, we're going to be doing different numbers from different Broadway musicals. Dear Evan Hansen, The Color Purple. We're going to be doing a lot of singing. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of singing, a lot of sweating up there. It's going to be really good. And we're also got Mr. Savion Glover is coming in. He's going to be stopping by doing a tap dance number. So it's going to be a really, really powerful star-studded packed night on Saturday night at the Smith Center.
Okay, the Jericho, you is this your first time actually working with the celebrity star-studded cast like this? How's that working out for you?
Well, for me, no. Like I said, I've been with Broadway in the Hood since day one, and just like what Mr. Bubba said, what Mr. Russell is doing here in the community with Broadway in the Hood, I've gotten a chance to work with a bunch of people and gotten opportunities that I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't gotten with Broadway in the Hood and, gotten the training and everything from them. So this isn't my first time, but working with them and learning behind them is amazing. The first time I worked with Mr. Bubba Knight over here, Tori was like, do you want your own dressing room or anything? He's like, no, I want to get ready with the rest of the ensemble. I want to be with everybody.
I heard that.
I want to be with everybody. And I remember I was warming up, and then I just saw one of the younger gentlemen, 5, 6 years old, couldn't tie a tie. Mr. Bubba took him to the side, and I got to watch legend, Mr. Bubba Knight, teach a 6-year-old how to tie a tie. And I'm telling you, that's what we're doing in this community, and that's what we bring. And we get the training, whether you want to be tech, whether you want to be sound, video, or if you want to learn to perform, act, sing, dance, all that. And that's what we're doing in this community. So is it my first time working with stars? No, but it's really about what we're doing in the community and not just, saying like, oh, I get to work with superstars and stuff like that. Well, they humble themselves and they teach us as well.
That was interesting that you said that, because I was going to ask about, how it is on the set. You guys are practicing, you guys are rehearsing, and does he just take off when he hears some Gladys Knight music?
Well, I mean, Mr. Bubba's always doing that. He's the life of the party. He's the energy. He helps bring us up.
That's awesome, man. I was when he took off like that. It took me somewhere else. I was like, whoa, where is but that's hot, man. I love seeing that. Now, you spoke about what you guys are doing in the community. Explain a little bit about that. What's going on in the community? How does this affect the community? How are people being affected by the play itself?
Well, definitely, we have a summer camp, and they get trained, and that takes 80 kids off the streets, not doing anything they don't need to be getting into, and gives them something to do when they don't have school. So we're getting these kids off the streets and in serious training classes and stuff like that. I mean, that it's a huge blessing for the community in that aspect. And they're getting to learn just life lessons as well, not just how to act, sing, and dance, but discipline. How to act right when it's time to act right, how to have a great time when it's time to have a great time and be fun and funny, but then be able to bring it back. And that's a life lesson. That's not just, I'm going to teach you how to sing and you're going to be the next Beyonce. No,
right.
You're going to learn to act right as well.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Knight, you have so many years of experience in the entertainment business. At the end of the day, when you're finished with a large production like this, you've poured out so much of yourself into the young guys. How do you feel about giving that to them? I mean, where does that leave you at the end of the day, after the production is completely done, and you know that you've given some younger guys some knowledge that they never even probably could have thought of. This is how we did it in the 60s. This is how we did it in the 50s. And now you pass that on into 2017. Where does that leave you at?
Exactly. It's a priceless feeling.
Yeah.
It's a rewarding feeling that I get from giving back, because we were always taught, okay, you learn it, you do it, you make it, you give it back. And that's what I do. And that is the reward for me.
Wow.
I don't need the money. I mean, wait a minute. Hold it. Back up. Wait a minute. Back.
Oh, well.
Do the moonwalk on that one. But it's not about the money.
Uh-huh.
It's about the good feeling that you have when you know that you've made a difference in some people's lives. And that's what I feel when I give back, especially to Broadway in the Hood, because I feel like I'm a family member.
Right.
I feel like I'm a hoodie man.
Right.
And I love it. I love what Tori and everybody is doing. And to do this engagement at the Smith Center, July 8th at 3 p.m., it's a milestone, because it'll be my first time performing at the Smith Center, and I've been in the business for a few years, right? But the Smith Center is the first time that I'm going to be performing there.
Wow.
And look, Tori Russell and Broadway in the Hood are giving me that opportunity. Isn't that amazing?
That's awesome. That's such a beautiful place, too. I went in there, man. It's so just elegant. It's a nice place to do something like this in. So it's a good place to bring our community and our listeners to as well. So
exactly. It's one of the places that when we used to play the Apollo Theater in New York, we would strive to get to Carnegie Hall.
Right.
You see? So we played the West Las Vegas Library with the color purple.
Uh-huh.
And now, man, we're moving on up.
That's
we're
awesome.
like George and Wheezy.
That's
we're
awesome.
going into the Smith Center.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Now, earlier, I heard you say, I asked you about working with stars. Receiving that, knowing that you're working with someone that is an icon in the music business, an icon in the entertainment business, where do you go, or how does that leave you at the end of the day when the production is over? Absorbing all of this from Bubba Knight, absorbing all this from an Antonio Fargas. Where does that take you? Do you elevate your game from there? What direction do you go in?
It can do nothing but elevate me, because seeing stars in this light, where I'm standing next to him, and every time I see him, we can't do anything but have a big hug. How you doing? it lets me know that I can do this too.
Right.
That he's a person. He's not something impossible that can't be reached, that only a few people get to reach.
Right,
It's
right. That's
it's
awesome.
something that if I work hard and I put in the work, I can do it as well.
Right.
So that's where it leaves me. It leaves me, we truly are helping others open doors, which is what Broadway in the Hood means, by the way. In case any of the listeners don't know, helping others open doors is what Hood stands for, and it really does. When you have that click in your brain where you're like, man, I'm a man, he's a man, he's done some amazing things that I've gotten to follow and look up and be like, wow, he's done this. But then he's like, no, you can do this too. That's where it leaves me. I can do it too. I can.
Awesome. I got to ask Mr. Sam, explain to us a little bit about how Broadway in the Hood is different in Nova Scotia. Give us a little insight on how it works up there as well.
It basically works pretty much the same here as it does in Nova Scotia. I mean, like the kids' stories that are from here, from Las Vegas, are, I wouldn't say the exact same, but there's similarities between them. You know, taking kids that feel like that they have low self-esteem, that they have nothing, that they can do nothing, and coming from families that basically don't give them a hope or a dream. Broadway in the Hood came to Nova Scotia and gave that to the kids. I know for myself, there were times when, you know, going through depression and going through a lot of things at home, and then meeting up with Mr. Russell, he gave that light to us to, you know, to say, you know, there is something that you can do with your life instead of gangbanging in the streets or slinging this dope or whatever. You know, there's positive stuff. Take your negative and turn it into a positive.
Now, is this something that they normally do, bring cast members from there? Do they send cast members to Nova Scotia and Canada as well?
Well, it was an exchange program that started in November of last year when Mr. Russell came and he did the Wiz, the Wiz Canada. So he brought his cast members from, some of his cast members, I think it was about 10 of them he brought from Vegas to Nova Scotia. And then he started the exchange program with Charles Taylor Theater, with Miss Tara Taylor, and New Beginnings Ministries Church, with Pastor Spivey and First Lady Summer Spivey. So they worked together with Mr. Russell, and they started this exchange program.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, it's going down. July 8th is going to take place at 3 p.m. at the Smith Center. It's Broadway in the Hood. They're going to be putting on the play Broadway with Love, honoring the shoulders that we stand on. And we're glad you guys came out and shared this with us, because a lot of people don't really know a lot about Broadway in the Hood. Giving them that inside stories and letting them know what's going on, it's really taking it to another level with them, I'm sure. It might interest someone else to come out that probably wasn't thinking about it. So I'm glad that you guys really came through. I'm glad you blessed us with this information. And I'm glad you blessed us with the dancing.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys, make sure you guys want to shout out anybody before you leave? Anybody, any other cast members?
Canada cast, the rest of the Canada cast, Nova Scotia, if they're listening, shout outs to them.
Yes.
And tickets are still available.
Tickets are still available for this Saturday, July 8th, from Broadway with Love, honoring the shoulders we stand on. Definitely go out, buy some tickets. Shout out to Mr. Russell himself for all. This couldn't be possible without you. Thank you, sir. Thank you to Deidre Thompson, Tiffany Thompson, Quincy, Shaquita, and Avery, Mr. Reynolds, everybody that's been a part of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody I didn't mention.
I want to give a shout out to Earl Turner, Clint Holmes, and Miss Reba Rice,
Okay.
Denise Williams. All of these people are going to be performing in this show, and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it's a star-studded cast. Not talking about me, I'm talking about them. So, and it's great. It's great. So come on out, you guys, and support Broadway in the Hood.
Definitely.
Helping others open doors. That's what we do.
All right, there you guys have it. Las Vegas, the cast members of Broadway in the Hood's play Broadway with Love, honoring the shoulders we stand on, right here in the building with Mr. Bubba Knight. We got Sam and Jericho, also cast members. We'd like to thank you guys again for coming out, man. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys Saturday, all right?
All right,
Yes, thank you.
All right.
See
Y'all
you
have a wonderful
Saturday.
day. Y'all keep it locked. We got, you know what? Let's just go on. We're going to see what Mr. Knight going to do in the building. We're going to go on the road with this Gladys Knight and the Pips. Here it is right here on the People Station. Oh man, I saw them in Atlanta like a long time ago, like maybe in the '90s. And I thought, oh, these are just some old guys. They washed up. Man, them brothers got out there, but they was grabbing stuff out the sky. Like, oh my God! You just took me back there. You took me back.
Yeah, man, that was my boys, man. The Wilson, man, I love them, man.
They were hot. They had a hot show.
Oh
They had a
yeah,
hot show.
But you know what? I really got a blast out of is when Craig took me to see Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton?
Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton out there at the.
Outside the jazz.
Man,
Your jazz thing. That was tight.
Quit.
You love that. He got a voice out of this world.
The Hamilton. Because I played with him in the Bermuda at a festival. He was a solo. He was by himself. But when he came with the Hamilton,
They did a thing.
boy, I'm telling Craig, I'm saying, thank you, son. Thank you, Craig.
They were influenced by you.
Oh, you gave me one, boy. You gave me. And they turned it. Oh man,
They bad.
I'm still high for that show.
They're bad.
Now, how do you feel about that? Like, I feel like when you represent the blueprint. So when you see like the new additions, when you see even Bruno Mars, do you see like your fingerprint over all of that?
Oh my goodness, man! When I see these guys, I love them.
Yeah.
I love where Bruno Mars is taking the business.
Yeah.
I love where Anthony Hamilton is taking these acts. To me,
Yeah.
represent back in the day.
Because they're real performers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They treat it like the science that it is. They don't get up there. They don't just.
The thing of it is that we watched from the wings.
Yeah.
They watched from the wings and picked it up.
Yeah,
I used to
exactly.
watch Sammy Davis from the wings, man, and what he did with the audience and that type of thing, and hit them, Mr. Bojangles and stuff. Oh man, I said I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do some of that.
Just that communication, that exchange.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke, all of those guys, man.
Yeah.
And that's, see, Michael got all that stuff from Jackie, from James Brown, and Joe Tex, and all those guys. That was, man.
Did Joe
I
Tex
miss
Joe Tex was a dancer?
You're a heck of an actor.
Oh,
man.
thank
Joe
you.
Tex,
I never saw him ever.
Joe Tex
I
had
haven't seen you yet.
Really?
Joe Tex had that. You see what?
Coming out?
You coming out Saturday?
Yeah, you may see Earl Turner. If you see Earl Turner, he'll push the mic out in the audience, like in the audience with people like that, and then step on it and bring him back to him. Joe Tex.
Wow.
Joe Tex, man, used to spin around like that and hit a split. Bam! When he hit a split like that, he had a thing that he loaded the microphone base with. He loaded it with magnets.
So it's like pop back up.
Let me tell you.
So everybody just back himself in the mouth and relax.
And look, Joe Tex be on the ground like that. Girls be screaming and stuff. Ah! And Joe Tex do like that right there. And the mic, he had the microphone's face where it would just slowly come down to him like that. And it looked like he was doing this. It's like, come on here, microphone. Come on, man. That's your. Hey, y'all better get out of here. That's Joe Tex, man.
Wow.
He was a stunt man. Joe Tex was a stunt man. He used to ride horses and stuff in movies.
Yeah.
And I'll give y'all one more, and then I gotta go. Joe Tex would get up on the back of these high pianos. Pianos had the high backs on them. Magnolia Balls. Joe Tex got on top of that piano. And the stage down here, the piano's up here, and Joe Tex was singing this song. And all of a sudden, he fell off the piano and hit the stage. But being a stunt man, he hit the stage and hit it like that. It sounded like his head hit the stage. You feel?
Yeah.
And he laid down there on the floor, and everybody going like, oh! And the girls screaming and everything. And they came out and picked Joe Tex up and carried him in the dressing room. And he came out.
Came back out.
That and Jane, you know Jane used to do the
road.
The road.
The cape, yeah.
They had all that kind of stuff. Man,
I gotta look him up.
That was show business. Oh, damn.
I'm gonna look him up as soon as I get my phone some juice.
Man, watching all of this.
Joe
stuff,
Tech,
man.
TEX.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check him out.
Joe Tech.
I remember the songs, but I never saw no video footage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
never
We
saw
gotta
that
look it
one.
up, man.
Jane Brown. All of them, man. Oh, my God. And y'all know about Jackie Wilson. I don't even tell you about him. He was bad. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank y'all.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
excited for Saturday.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
All right. Y'all
Power
take-
88, the People Station. It's the top 5 at 5 going down, and you know we are featuring Gladys Knight and the Pips. We got one of the Pips in the building. He in here schooling us right now, y'all. Y'all don't even know what's happening now. We talking all of her.
I just dropped the mic. I'm out of here.
Mr. Knight, hold on a second before you leave. What is your favorite? And I know that I don't know how many times somebody asked you this in your career. What is your favorite Gladys and the Knight Pip song?
Gladys and the Night Pip.
Gladys and the Night
No, that's good. That's good.
Stars make me nervous.
No. That is so good because we used to be called the Gladys Pips and the Knights.
Gladys Pips and the Knights. Oh
Gladys
my
Pips
God.
and the Knights. So I've been through all of that. No worries. Actually, my favorite song is Midnight Train to Georgia because it was our biggest hit.
Yeah.
You know, Midnight Train to Georgia, everybody went across the board. Everybody knows Midnight Train to Georgia.
Right.
And that's our identity, Midnight Train to Georgia.
And we got the most votes for that. We actually
did you?
call it.
You
Yeah, we got the most votes for that.
Hey.
You picked the #1 song.
Yeah, you helped confirm the
I
number
know. You feel me?
Definitely.
So that's my favorite.
Okay.
You know? So anyway, good luck. Hey man, I love you guys, man, and thank you so much for having us
We
on.
love
okay?
you too, and thank you for coming
All right,
out. We do appreciate you. God
All
bless.
right.
All right now.
I feel well schooled right now.
I do, man.
Well schooled.
I don't know what to say right now.
I'm stuck on Joe Tex. I'm about to go Google.